Hello everyone and welcome back to Path of Exile Dissonance. Well, this is gonna be a little awkward and a little different because this is something I am not used to doing whatsoever. And I know it looks like I'm actually in the game and moving around, but I'm not because my audio on my videos did not want to record my voice. So there's some really important things that kind of happened, and I'm sorry if this seems a little weird and different because it's been like a lot of years since I've actually done live videos and stuff, but here I'm actually showing that I did do a few things. Basically that I did enchant a diamond axe. We got efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, and fortune on our diamond axe, which has been very useful. I mean, just the fact that it has so much more durability and all this other stuff, but efficiency, a big deal to basically get our wood and everything. But I did go around searching between episodes, between this one and last. By the way, this is going to be comprised of basically 2 episodes, cut and split into multiple things. But I did do a lot of searching around for some bees. I found some basic bee nests. You'll see that iron axe in my inventory there has basically silk touch on it. And that is basically what I use to pick up the vanilla bee nests right there. The other ones, see, there's the iron axe with silk touch. There you go. This feels so awkward, doesn't it? But at least we get to laugh at myself behind the scenes. It did pick up, however, my game audio. I will point that out. Thankfully that picked it up, which kind of made this a little bit more doable. This is not something I was really looking forward to doing, by the way. I was really not looking forward to trying to do this, or wanting to do this, I guess, in a sense, like this live, not live voiceover. I don't know. It's just, it scares me, so that's why. But hopefully you all still enjoy the video. It's probably going to be a lot more fast-paced than what we're used to, so hopefully you all bear with me. Nonetheless, here we're just kind of looking through the quest lines, and so we're talking about bees. We found some bee nests from productive bees. I notice here that I'm hovering over the nether. Now, this is basically an optional thing to go through and check out the bumble zone. Now, the reason why I want to go through and check out the bumble zone is because here it says, is focused around a dimension progression system. While you could stay in the overworld until level 30, the bumble zone is a recommended zone for level 14 to 18. The recommended levels for each dimension are as follows, blah, 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 blah. It says at the bottom, the bumble zone is optional dimension. If you want to skip it, feel free to complete taking the long route to access the nether instead, which we've seen going to the nether is a little bit more dangerous. And, well, in order to do that, and kind of get through it a little bit more safely, which we probably could if we kind of worked our way around certain things, it's probably better we level up. Get some better gear, start focusing on better gear, leveling basically our defense, maybe getting a little, or maybe our offense. You know, they say offense is a good defense. But anyways, so we got ourselves an ender pearl here. We're actually going to make our way to the bumble zone, and apparently the way of doing this is, I don't know if you can use any of them. I think it did say you can use either or, but I'm gonna, for the sake of this, use a vanilla bee nest, and we're gonna try to access the bumble zone, which is actually a very insanely cool and different dimension that I've never been to before. I've actually never messed with the bumble zone before. I'm just making preparations. You can see we got tons of things ready to go. We got spare wood. We got ourselves some torches. We just picked up some food. Just wanted to make sure before everything was good, before we threw the ender pearl at the nest. And here we are. It is so yellow in here, but this place is actually pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to build in here, I don't think. But the thought process is that we're actually sitting inside of the beehive. And that is what, you know, is going on, which is very interesting. It's kind of like the same concept in my thought of kind of like compact machines in a sense. But here I have a couple points to spend. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take the energy there Yeah, we're going to probably take this energy. Things are going to start getting cut up, and we're going to start moving through things a little bit faster in here in just a second, but I wanted to get through and stress to you all that this is so new, different to me. I am not used to doing voiceovers, commentary over videos. Like I said, the last time I did this was when I played like Call of Duty so long ago. But here we are going to take a little bit of, I think, vitality and I think stamina. Yeah. Just so that way we have a little bit better energy regen, because whacking things is what takes energy and it runs out pretty quickly. But just kind of exploring the Bumble Zone, seeing what everything is, what mines what faster, as I'm not super aware, getting an idea of what each block is. Crystallized honey, phosphorus, porosis, something. I did read it very quickly and I don't remember the name of it, to be honest with you. But the starter quest, we need to find some crystallized honey shards, I believe. I don't quite remember the name, and we need to get ourselves some bottles of honey, which is a little bit easier to craft. I don't know if it's easier to find in here in a different way, but there's these little holes, these little nests and such. But I go over, we do mine a lot of that, and I will see here one of the quest items that we need is actually found underwater, and that is right here, the honey crystal blocks. So grabbing those with fortune, I believe it is actually affected by fortune. So picking those up and grabbing them is pretty good, because apparently we can make something pretty neat out of it, which we'll see here shortly. So I'm just diving underwater. We're going to grab as much as we can. I think it's not the worst idea to grab a good chunk, maybe 24 or something. But as you can see, we got that completed. Unfortunately, I don't think I was able to get the other stuff because I didn't bring any bottles. I didn't even think about it at the time. I probably should have, but as we can see, there's a honey crystal shield, which is actually pretty neat. It says it's created from honey crystal shards. The shield starts off very weak, but becomes stronger the more you repair it with honey crystal shards and an anvil. Maximum level, the shield has about double the durability of a vanilla shield, which it also takes on stats thanks to the Craft Exile mod, which I can't remember. I think it might be just called the Craft Exile mod or something. I'm not really entirely sure, but you see the colored combs? Those are basically ores. And we'll find more of those throughout. But here is me just making my way back to the overworld because, well, we can't really finish any more of the quests. So it's probably pretty good that we did that. I went ahead and sped this part up just to show you all that I was digging down safely because I really wasn't entirely sure, and then I gave up because it was going to take a while. So I started digging down, and then we found some platinum combs, which we can use later in a centrifuge to get resources, which is even cooler. But there's this planks that are at the bottom, and this is what made me realize that we're actually inside of a bee nest, because there's this wood and everything, and it's just surrounded only on the outsides apparently. But falling through the bottom, and we make our way back to the overworld. And here we're crafting up some of the honey bottles right here. Like I said, this is where things kind of start picking up a little bit faster. And then I start looking and go, you know, what can we use all of this honey for? What can we craft with this honey? We could craft honey lamps, bee soups, honey buckets. All right, crystallized honey. We can also craft honey, apples and sugar, not to mention the honey treat, which I'm assuming is something with the bees, and then bottles of enchanting. So there's quite a few different things we can actually use with honey. And the reason why I was looking is because we came back with a lot of blocks of honey. In fact, we end up getting more eventually. And here's where we're actually going to be crafting the actual crystallized honey crystal shield. My apologies. Ours came out at level 12 with 18 armor. Has a block chance, which I did find out a block chance. You don't even have to have it up and use it. As long as you have it equipped, it will give you a chance of blocking, because it takes, apparently it takes durability in doing so. But here I'm just checking to see if we can repair it. Obviously, I was pretty sure we weren't going to be able to, because it said repair, which means it needs to take damage first. So eventually we'll see some more of that. But here I grab a few of the, I can't remember what they're called, but we just crafted them. I think they're like carriers, the things that carry the bees. You can basically capture bees and such. But yeah, here we're going to go ahead and just, well, we're going to try to murder some bees. I think that's like the next part of our quest after we crafted all of the honey that we needed in the first quest. And here I'm just kind of grabbing a few things. I wanted to see if it would anger the bees. Because apparently like mining a lot of the stuff in the dimension, specific things around like their nests and stuff, really don't make the bees very happy. Also getting hit by them, obviously you get poison effects, but we get also another effect called Wrath of the Queen, I believe it is, 3. So for like, or it's Wrath of the Hive, I'm sorry. Also, standing on those crystal blocks really stinks because if you fall on them, they will shatter instantly and you will fall, and it sucks. But yeah, so we went ahead and grabbed that quest, and now we're on to killing the bees. So I'm going to end up probably killing a few of these bees here pretty quickly. We're going to probably cut through a good portion of this. Just because we're just running through, that's all we really have to do is just, we're wanting to do this in order to gain experience. A lot of the quests in this quest line in the Bumble Zone give a ridiculous amount of experience. And you'll notice in the bottom left, we're at level 13. I think we just dinged level 13 from level 12, obviously, because, well, 12 before 13. So this is the awkward part. But anyways, there's the quest completed. We have that done. And now I'm going to swap to our bee cages. We're going to grab the bees that are still here because we might need them a little bit later on. I'm really looking forward into getting into productive bees, and I don't really know if we're going to actually need vanilla bees, but we'll find out. So here, getting our XP, that was 12,000 experience, by the way, which is insane. And the next quest really just wants us to get sugar water, which apparently is what all of the liquid is in this dimension, is just sugar water. The aliens from Men in Black would have absolutely loved this, to be honest with you. So there's some free XP just chilling. We're just going to claim the quests real fast. We got a ton of crates to open and XP galore. Look at that. We're almost level 15 just from doing these quests. And this is the reason why I wanted to just jump in and go ahead and do those real quick. And we're not even done grabbing them all. This one gives 25,000 experience, which is even more insane. But I just want to show that. So there we go. We are now level 15 just from after starting this quest. There's a little slime dude right there, which is a part of another quest that we actually need to do. So unfortunately, we're going to have to come back to that one because we haven't quite got it yet. Now we need to go back through and start collecting some of these empty honeycomb brood blocks, which are actually the blocks in the hive that I was looking at earlier. They're kind of in the center of the hive areas. And I already noticed a little bit about this, but I did swap to this shield I was looking at. But we had eventually came back because I think I needed to do something. We needed to craft a few things. It's been a few days since I actually recorded this, by the way. So it's a little different for me.